Today I want to talk about working with the VC. So today I want to talk a little bit about venture capitalists, and I'm going to contrast that a little bit at the beginning here with the angel investor. So bear with me for a few minutes, take notes, and definitely get some benefit out of this education series when I talk a little bit about funding or finances, capital. How do we support our business from a financial perspective? And here's one of the options. So let's get started. As you know, I'm Rashid Hill. I am the actual founder of L3 Coaching Solutions and Strategies. I really focus on helping the veteran transition from the military into a civilian career. And if that's small business, if that's business ownership, or if that's franchising, or if that's some type of entrepreneurship, you got an idea and you want to grow that idea, then this is part of a way that I support you in that with this group. But I have a business startup page as well that I go into detail about specific educational opportunities for small business owners. And I support the veteran that is looking for employment by helping with giving you support from the career coaching aspect. I'm a certified strategic intervention and relationship and career coach as well. And so I have over 30 years of experience in federal government, and 15 of that has been in management, staffing, resume ranking, selections, and interviewing. And so I put time in with mentoring veterans on one of the websites, as well as by referral in career transition, career design, career options. So I host a career readiness event as well, and I have a team of people. We work together to provide this information to the public, and veterans are definitely a big part of that. So you can definitely reach out to me here, or you can reach out to me, and I think my information is on the last slide, so you'll be able to see that. So today, let's talk about venture capitalists. Let's talk about 3 ways that you can contact a venture capitalist. The first question you want to ask yourself: which financing option is right for your business? To make that right decision for financing your business, your company, you will need to know the intricate differences between angel investors, financing options with banks and institutions, and venture capitalists. Crowdfunding is another source, but we'll talk about that on a different session. And so you want to know what each party offers. Small businesses and early stage companies exist in an exciting economic landscape that offers a lot of opportunities for ambitious entrepreneurs and investors alike. Depending on the nature of the business and its demands, there are a number of ways that you can attract capital. Some startups begin with investments from friends and family until they feel prepared to pursue other sources of capital. Some people try crowdsourcing, others apply for small business loans. And as you know, as a veteran entrepreneur, those are some interesting things you can do, but they may not always be fruitful. And depending on your credit rating, depending on your previous loan experience as a non-entrepreneur, it may affect your ability to get funding through a financial institution. But like I said, we have financial strategists and financial experts that are veterans right here in the group. So you want to reach out to them, and I'm sure they could come up with a strategy that can help you get funding through their particular agencies. So more entrepreneurs still approach angel investors and venture capitalists to ensure financing for their company. Now, knowing the difference between an angel investor and a venture capitalist or venture capital investor is necessary to make the right decision for your business. As 2 of the most common alternative sources of funding, angel investors and venture capitalists have a number of similarities. Both angel investors and venture capitalist firms, they cater to innovative startup businesses. They both tend to prefer companies that are related to technology and science, biotech, health tech, these emerging type of technologies, cutting edge technologies, things that are going to move the needle in our economy and our society. These are the type of areas that they really lean toward investing in. That being said, there are a number of important differences between venture capitalists and investors. So how many of you out there kind of have an idea what the difference is between a venture capitalist and an investor? Yeah, I'm just curious. So you can, type it into the chat if you like, or as a comment. That'd be great as well. So what I like to talk about really at this juncture is what are the three ways that you can contact a venture capitalist? Because I don't want to talk about the angel investor on this slide, but I will get into that at another time. But today I really want to talk about venture capitalists and how you can actually contact them and may be able to get the help you need. So let's talk about that. Venture capitalists. How do you contact a venture capitalist? Well, there's three ways that are commonly used. One, get an introduction. Two, meet them online or offline. Email them. You can find their information online. And the third way, which we know this is a challenge, but this may be the only way you can reach out and find them. Contact them cold. Cold calling, just jump right in. Go for it. Find their information. Give them a call. Reach out to them. See what you get. But I'm going to tell you, the first one, obviously, get an introduction. This is obviously the best way to meet any investor, but definitely venture capitalists. And I'll talk a little bit about how you can get that introduction. VCs are inundated with pitches from entrepreneurs all the time. The simple lack of time that they have to meet with anybody, you need to figure out a way to get in front of them in the best way, not just any way, but in the best way. So an introduction gives you priority over other entrepreneurs who are trying to contact those venture capitalists. So that obviously is the way to go. Meeting them online, offline, that could cause you some strife, some problems, some depression if it doesn't go well. But doing a search to find out more about a potential investor will help you to understand what they offer, what they've invested in before, and then you can kind of build up a little information and be able to present yourself. Now, you definitely have to figure out how to get to the right person. So that's a challenge, but you could be in a, like on Facebook, you got Facebook groups, you got Facebook pages. Everybody has a business profile or a personal profile. And if you're in an investor group, then you can reach out to somebody in there and you may have a partner that can connect you. Or if you have something that is appealing to them and you post that into that investor group, then you could probably reach out and get somebody to respond to you. So there are a number of ways that you can utilize that public forum to get their attention. Now, that's not necessarily cold, but it's kind of cool if you really want to look at it that way. Because you're already in a group, you already have a common interest. LinkedIn would probably be a better option because LinkedIn is more for the business side. And if you're in a group in LinkedIn, then it's probably a business-oriented group, and you can reach somebody there. It may work out a little better than number 3, being contact them cold. Now, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I'll always say that. It may show, if you reach out cold, just not knowing them, and you say, you know what, I saw this person at an event, I got his card, and I'm just going to give him a call. Or I'm going to send him an email. If you have something that is that hot, something that high tech, something that is that attractive, and you reach out to them just because you found their card and you remember seeing them at an event, hey, it might work. And they may believe that, wow, if you have the confidence and the tenacity and the belief in your idea to contact me cold and I actually respond, that might be your end. Not saying it'll work every time, but the possibility is there. So getting an introduction is definitely, like I said, the easiest way to get to a VC. If you do have the opportunity and somebody can introduce you, let's look at 6 key ways that individuals can introduce you to a venture capitalist. 1, entrepreneurs the VC has previously backed or invested in. If you know someone that they've invested in or they're previously backed, then obviously this is someone you want to connect with and show them what you have. Show them that you have an idea, you have a product, you have a service, you have something that they may want to invest in. Another way is senior executives or market experts that are well respected in the field or industry that you and the VC are interested in. Another way, other investors that the VC has partnered with or co-invested with. So if you don't know them directly, but you know someone that actually invested with them into a technology business or a biotech business or something that's similar to what you're doing, then the opportunity is wide open for you to go ahead and get that introduction. Another way is lawyers, accountants, consultants that can vouch for your idea. So when you're creating your business and you have to get a patent, trademark, or copyright, if you're building your business, your LLC or corporation, SC or whichever corp that you want to build, you have some contacts with credibility. They may know someone that is a venture capitalist and can invest in you. And so you can get them to maybe reach out for you. An angel investor and or a board member. So you may have board members in your organization based upon what you're offering that have contacts with angel investors or have contacts with an angel investor that knows a venture capitalist. So the angel investor, they may invest and then they may recommend that the venture capitalist invest as well. And the last thing is social networking colleagues of the potential venture capitalists. So you may not have a direct link to someone that has invested or somebody that's in the technology space or the space that you are in or your business is in or your product or service is in. But what you do have is networks of people in social media or a country club or an association. And you networking with other people that may have been in situations that venture capitalists were interested in investing. And there are colleagues that you've had contacts with for some time and they understand your credibility. They know that you are a person of value. And so if your business is a product or service is that hot, then they'll be able to vouch for you and may be able to get you a venture capitalist on board through that way. So there's other opportunities like that. As we mentioned, number 2 is meet them on or offline. Yes, you could look creepy and be online searching for a venture capitalist. I would say definitely get you some lighting, nice background before you reach out to a venture capitalist and do a virtual meeting. But anyway, I digress. I know that our veteran entrepreneurs will definitely put on their best face so they can actually impress the venture capitalists into investing in their organization, their business, or their service. So online and offline connection. Many venture capitalists participate in online social networks and through which you can introduce yourself to them. So I would say you want to create a relationship, like I said, with an organization or some type of association. LinkedIn, like I said, is really good about having these professional organizations that you can be a part of, be a membership of. And if it's an investment type group or organization on there, then definitely reach out, introduce yourself through that medium. And so you can find out if that venture capitalist, if they have a blog, if they have some other way that you all can connect. If you do find that they have a blog in your research, read their blog to learn more about who they are and what excites them. And they'll talk about their ventures. They'll talk about what they invested in, and maybe talk about things that they like recreationally. But if it's something that you can relate to, then reach out to them. It's also smart to post comments to their blog or to the group that they maybe have established, just so that they'll know and recognize that, hey, somebody's interested. Who is this person? And oftentimes they'll reply, because that's why they're on social media, is to be a little social and connect back with the people that connect with them. And before you know it, you'll have established a relationship, and it won't feel strange or creepy anymore. So you might also see if the venture capitalist is on Twitter. Funny thing, Twitter has a way of pulling in, seems like, every type of person in society, from the president, and I'm not saying good or bad, I'm just saying high level to just the everyday Joe. So if so, get on Twitter, follow them, and see what they're posting about. See if there are opportunities that you can engage with them just from these posts. A lot of people are just really getting these quick hits, and Twitter is a place for those quick hits. So that's another opportunity that you can take advantage of with reaching out to a venture capitalist. The final way that we talked about is contacting a venture capitalist cold. It can work. I'm not putting it down. All three of these ways are opportunities for tenacious and resourceful and confident entrepreneurs to reach out to get capital to find that minimum viable product, that MVP of a digital product that you have, to see if it works. You may have it on paper. You may have an idea. You may have the concept, but you just don't have the capital to create that 3D replication of your idea. And a venture capitalist could definitely help you with that. So when you've gotten past the friends and family round, you've gotten past crowdfunding, you've gotten past asking somebody for money, you got to reach out and figure it out. And that's what entrepreneurs do. So the final way to contact venture capitalists, like I said, is this cold reaching out and just hoping that it works, right? But it does say something about the tenacity and, like I said, the resourcefulness and confidence of the entrepreneur that's reaching out. Without an introduction, without a meeting, this is the event that you will be engaged in, either online or offline. And definitely during this COVID-19, it's probably going to be online. So while this method is the most challenging, since you need to get through the VC filters, it can be very effective. Because like I said, if they see that you have the tenacity and the ability and the confidence to reach out to them and not back down, not give up, pitch your idea in any form or fashion that you can, then they know you must be serious about this opportunity. So the best strategy, I would say, based on the research and the experts, the best strategy for contacting venture capitalists cold is obviously not picking up the phone like a teleworker or a telemarketer. It is to email them. And yes, you will need to get an email, because calling them is much less effective statistically, as you will nearly always get a voicemail and rarely get someone to call you back. So that is not the way to go. With regards to emailing the venture capitalist, though, usually the email address of each partner is listed on the VC's website, because most venture capitalists are companies, they're partners. It's not a one-person show. Angel investors, normally that's an individual. But for venture capitalists, normally it's a group or a forum or a quorum of people with money that want to invest, and they have an exit strategy that they want to see so they can get their money out within a 2 to 5 year period. But at the end of the day, if you can't get that email address and you have to make the phone call, make the phone call. You may be able to get a phone number, call the firm, and then ask them for the partner's email address. If they want more information, give them more information. Whatever you need to do to open up that door, open up that gate, so that you can get to the decision maker the person that's going to hand you the keys to the castle. That's who you need to get to. You need to do what you got to do to make that happen. So I would say this, wrapping it up. If you believe in yourself, don't give up. If you believe you have the next big thing in high tech, emerging tech, health tech, biotech, whatever tech, make sure you do what you got to do, get the capital, get the funding, get the funds and the financial things in order so that you can see your idea come to fruition. This is a brief, very brief educational piece on how to reach out, find your venture capitalists, talk to them, and see if you can get some help. If you've exhausted some of the other means, more traditional, more direct, and like I said, there are veterans right here on our page that can help you get funding, and you may not ever have to go this route. So this is your opportunity. And if you put forth your best effort, just go for it. Just go for it. Make it happen. This is the Veteran Entrepreneur Startup Solutions Group. And we know we're community. We're veterans. We're dedicated. We have a mission. We go after, we make it happen. You just don't know, because you might just get a VC to partner with your dream. I'm Rashid Hill. Like I said, it's a pleasure talking with you. I'll come to you very soon with additional information about funding. We'll talk a little bit about mentors that can help grow your business as well, navigating the startup, challenges that a lot of us have. And we'll talk about digital business. We'll talk about offline business, online business. There are so many great opportunities for us to have great conversations. And I look forward to having more of these moments with you. And just reach out. If you have any questions, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel, which this is probably posted on. Ask your friends, reach out to others that may be looking for information about funding, maybe looking for information about venture capitalists, or just looking for information about how to start their business and how to get that off the ground, how to write a business plan. There are so many topics that we're going to engage in here in the next few days, next few weeks. I invite you to definitely take a look, come back often, be active in our group, and pay it forward. Pay it forward. Our veterans deserve it, and our veteran entrepreneurs definitely invite you into their journey to success. Difficult roads lead to beautiful destinations. We all can appreciate that. It's some bumps and bruises at the beginning, but it works out anyway. Thank you for watching. I'm Rashid Hill, and it's a pleasure talking with you, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Have a good day.